from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Monday, September 28th, 2015. I'm Gary Perna in for Ann Gownley. We begin with shots fired again in the city of Hazleton over the weekend. It happened at 3rd and Alter Streets just after midnight Saturday morning. Witnesses tell police someone fired 2 shots in the air, then hightailed it into an apartment building with 5 other people. No reports of anyone hit. If you have any information, you're asked to call Hazleton Police. What started as a domestic dispute turned violent in Wilkes-Barre last night. It happened on Wells Street in the Heights section. Police say 42-year-old Michelle Wright stabbed her boyfriend 3 times in the back. Police say when they arrived at the home, they found Wright in the street. She said she just got in an argument with her boyfriend and his daughter. But when police went into the house to question the boyfriend and the daughter, they found the daughter screaming for help while looking at her father's stab wounds. The father and daughter's name have not been released, but police say the father is in the hospital in stable condition. Wright was taken into custody following the stabbing in the city of Wilkes-Barre. Sunday night, one person was flown to a trauma center after a crash in the city of Hazleton. It happened in the Heights section of the city around 9 p.m. at Poplar and Route 424. City police say a motorcycle ridden by 54-year-old Andrew Winkler of Tresco was headed north on Poplar Street, as a car driven by 74-year-old Francis Martz, also of Tresco, was headed south. Police say Martz turned off of Poplar Street into the path of Winkler's and they collided. Winkler was flown to Geisinger Wyoming Valley Medical Center in Plains. No word on his condition tonight. The Schuylkill County Coroner's Office has identified a man killed in a South Tamaqua motorcycle accident Saturday night. Dr. David Moylan says it was 26-year-old Nathan Wentz of Palmerton. At about 7 p.m., Wentz was headed south on Route 309, about a half-mile south of Tamaqua, on a 2000 Kawasaki bike. He tried to merge into the right lane on the passing of a car, but the rear tire spun out and he lost control of the motorcycle. The motorcycle came to rest in a northbound lane. Wentz was pronounced dead at the scene. Moylan said a CAT scan of the body Sunday morning revealed that Wentz died of blunt force trauma to the chest. He was wearing a helmet at the time of the crash. Well, state police in Hazleton are warning the public of a sweepstakes scam. According to troopers, a man from Hazel Township received a phone call from a company under the name of American Family Publishers, notifying him that he had won $2.5 million sweepstake prize. The company then sent a letter requesting a service charge fee for several $1,000s. State police say the public should remain cautious of these phone calls and letters. If you think you have been scammed, you're asked to contact your local police department immediately. Well, a car was broken into on Hazleton's northwest side this morning. City police say someone broke into a car parked near 3rd and Penn Court. That's the alley between Locust and James Streets, and stole several items. If you have any information on this, you're being asked to contact city police. 3 more people have thrown their names in the ring to be the next city council member in the city of Hazleton. The new 3 are volunteer firefighter and community activist Tony Colombo, retired Hazleton Police Lieutenant and veteran John Leonard, and Victor Perez, the president of the Hazleton Dominican House. The seat is left open by the resignation of Keith Bass, who took a job out of state earlier this month. Now there's a total of 8 applying for the job. The others who have publicly expressed interest in the seat include Ted Chirac, Dee Dekas, Kimberly Attor, Norman Tarantino, and Antonio Rodriguez. City Council will hold a special meeting Tuesday at 6 p.m. to fill the vacancy, which the term will last for an additional 3 months. The council has 30 days to fill the seat when Bass resigned, or until October 7th to fill that vacancy. Well, the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission plans to launch a pilot program next year, turning 2 busy interchanges into cashless only. The program will require drivers at the Beaver Valley Expressway near Pittsburgh and the Delaware River Bridge near Philly to use Easy Pass or have their license plates scanned by cameras and pay a monthly bill. The Turnpike Commission Chairman Steph Logan said the cashless system requires upgrades to the interchanges and technology, but Logan says he's not sure if eliminating toll collector jobs will save money. they earn about $19.76 to $22.69 an hour. Well, teachers in the Scranton area are on strike. While the strike actually started Friday after school let out, today was the first day it was felt by students and parents. Scranton Federation of Teachers were on the picket line this morning. The strike points are salary, benefits, health care, co-pays, and class sizes. It's the second strike of teachers in the Northeast Pennsylvania. Teachers in the nearby Old Ford School District went on strike last week. Time now for a first look at our forecast. Today started out with some rain, but it brightened up as the day went on, and then the rain returned. So what can we expect for the rest of the week and for the Bloomsburg Fair? Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacic is in the Weather Center with all the details. Joe?
Well, thank you very much, Gary. It's looking, well, not too bad this week. Take the umbrella if you're going to the Bloomsburg Fair, because you're probably going to need it as we progress through this week. It's been dry around here lately. We had some showers around today, and looks like we have the chance of some steadier, heavier rain coming into our area as we go into tomorrow night as well. We'll talk more about that a little bit later on. There you can see some of the showers moving in and moving out. Temperature-wise has been pretty nice, generally in the 70s. Some of those overnight lows actually not too bad either. Last night's lows generally in the 50s to lower 60s. We got some cooler days ahead. We have some rainy weather to talk about, but right now enjoy those temperatures because right now they continue to hold in the 70s. Back to you, Gary.
Thanks, Joe. Still ahead tonight on the broadcast, there is water on Mars. And what about that super moon last night? Did you catch a glimpse? Plus, we'll recap the Pope's visit in the U.S. Don't change the channel. We'll be right back.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, Weather with meteorologist Joe Garbacic, Sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
Introducing CrossFit Drums at Cloud9 Personal Training and Fitness, the Greater Hazleton area's first and only CrossFit affiliate. We still offer our traditional monthly gym memberships and one-on-one personal training, but have expanded to also offer CrossFit classes taught by multiple Level 1 CrossFit certified trainers. We are open 7 days a week, 365 days a year to help you achieve your fitness goals. CrossFit Drums at Cloud9 Personal Training and Fitness, now open and ready to get you in the shape of your life.
Hazel Drugs does more than fill prescriptions. They know your needs and have been serving the Hazleton area since 1868. That's over 147 years. They accept all prescription insurances, offer convenient parking, drive-through service, and free prescription delivery. They carry the highest quality vitamins and supplements with a certified clinical nutritionist on staff to answer your questions. They can customize your prescriptions, specializing in natural hormones, children's compounding, and animal medications. Hazel Drugs, America's oldest compounding pharmacy and Hazleton's oldest business. Let their family take care of your family.
The Wiltsey Center presents an evening at the Summit with Frank, Dean, and Sammy, October 10th, 7 p.m. at the Wiltsey Center in Hazleton. The Rat Pack is back through the talent and stylings of these three seasoned East Coast performers. Come enjoy the 1960s kings of the Las Vegas Strip. Tickets are available at Ticketmaster.com and any Ticketmaster location. It's an evening at the Summit with Frank, Dean, and Sammy, October 10th at 7 p.m. at the Wiltsey Center in Hazleton.
Well, the Holy Father has returned to the Vatican after spending 6 days here in the United States. Sunday, hundreds of thousands flocked to Philadelphia to see Pope Francis for the biggest event of his United States visit. The Holy Father was in the States for a total of 6 days, first in D.C., then New York, and finally Philadelphia, to close out the World Meeting of Families. The Pope closed out his trip on Sunday with a message of hope for families and a message in a meeting with those who were sexually abused by Catholic priests and a warning to America's bishops. The Benjamin Franklin Parkway overflowed with thousands who stood in line for hours, enduring airport-style security checks to see the first Pope from the Americas celebrate an open-air Mass and the birthplace of the United States. Riding through the streets in his open-side Pope-mobile, the pontiff waved to cheering, screaming, singing, flag-waving crowds and kissed babies as he made his way to the altar on the steps of the Philadelphia Museum of Art. Organizers had predicted 1 million people would attend the Mass, but there is no immediate estimate on the crowd size as of yet. The Pope met with 5 victims of child sexual abuse and told them that he's deeply sorry for the time they came forward with their stories and weren't believed. He assured them that the bishops who covered up the abuse were made to answer for what they did. Minutes later, the Pope went into a meeting with bishops from the U.S. and around the world and told them the same thing. The Pope saying, quote, "God weeps over what was done to the youngsters," end quote. Many that were interviewed after the Pope had left said he restored their faith in the church and believes that he will do right for the churches and the flock he oversees. Pope Francis, to many, is a fresh breath of air to the Catholic Church. The next World Meeting of Families, the Vatican-sponsored festival that brought the Pope to Philadelphia, will be held in Dublin, Ireland in 2018. Well, NASA officials may have confirmed that there is water on Mars. Researchers using data from NASA satellites orbiting Mars say on Monday they may have found a clear evidence of instrument flowing of salty water on the red planet. NASA said it is a possibility of an indicator of a micro-friendly environment in the frigid soil on Mars. Researchers have known for many years that Mars has water frozen at its poles, in its thin atmosphere, and most recently in tiny puddles that appear at the night on the surface. But with the discovery of flowing water on the cold, barren planet, it could herald a breakthrough in the research for life on the planet in past and present. Pretty cool. Well, Sunday night, speaking of cool, stargazers were out in full force.
Penn State is right here in the Hazleton area.
We're top ranked by corporate recruiters.
We have 4-year degrees, so you can finish here or at another Penn State campus.
Well, Sunday night, stargazers were out in full force looking to catch a glimpse of the lunar eclipse for the first time since 1982, just a few years before I was born. The supermoon eclipse lasted about 1 hour and was visible in North and South America, Europe, Africa, and parts of the West Asia Pacific, according to NASA. Here at home, the moon was visible for a bit before the cloud cover moved in. There were a rare phenomenon here and only been seen 5 supermoon eclipses since the 1900s, and they were in 1910, 28, 46, 64, and 1982. The next super full moon eclipse will occur in 2033. Mark your calendar. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. Don't go anywhere.
Penn State is right here in the Hazleton area.
We're top ranked by corporate recruiters.
We have 4-year degrees, so you can finish here or at another Penn State campus.
There's new scholarship money available.
And there's no application fee when you visit here.
Penn State Hazleton.
Download your application fee waiver at psu.edu/visit Hazleton.
There is something new to look for at your local SureSave supermarket. And quite frankly, when it comes to quality and price for your food, it's the best yet. The best yet means hundreds of items packaged at the peak of perfection and priced for the family budget. Look for the best yet label at your locally owned SureSave supermarket. When you see it, be assured of the great taste at a great price whenever you need it. From canned to fresh to frozen for quality products at a better price, the best yet now at your local SureSave supermarket.
Someone parking in your space? At no cost to you, DeLuca Towing, located at 191 North Cedar Street in Hazleton, will patrol your parking spot 24/7. Again, at no cost to you. You'll also receive parking permits for you and other authorized vehicles at your property. Call DeLuca Towing and Recovery at 570-450-5685.
All right, well, it's been dry across our area for quite some time, and we've been dealing with these dry conditions and the sunshine, but now things are going to change, I think, as we progress through this week, as some much-needed rain will be heading in our direction. And well, we had some showers around earlier. The sun came out, and now skies are overcast and looks very ominous in the background because we do have still some more showers out there on the radar. Here's a look at the graphic for today. And you know, we had the showers around, and we had the sunshine a little bit and some more showers. We also had some morning fog out there. And as we progress through tomorrow and tomorrow night, some steadier, heavier rain will start to enter our doorsteps. All right, Live 35 Skycast Doppler. You can still see a couple of showers scattered here and there throughout our viewing area, and we'll still have to deal with a couple of those as we head into this evening. And temperature-wise, well, it's not bad right now. We're in the 60s out there. A little bit of a breeze, but overall not excessive. 76 now, Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport, 70 degrees in Mount Pocono, 75 in Selinsgrove, and we got some 60s as you head out toward the west. In the Wyoming Valley area, temperatures holding generally in the mid to upper 70s. We got quite a bit of clouds now making their way in our viewing area, and we also have some of those scattered showers making their way throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. But again, that's not a whole lot going on in terms of precipitation. This is, as it starts making its way into our area as we progress through tomorrow and tomorrow night. And as we go into our Wednesday, we're looking at the potential of some very heavy rain coming into our area. We can be looking at maybe an inch, inch and a half before all is said and done. Looking at the numbers through tonight, staying on a mild side. Tomorrow not looking too bad either temperature-wise. And even as we go into our Wednesday night and early in the morning, temperatures generally going into the 60s. Now, in terms of precipitation, there you can see how much we will be seeing. The potential an inch, inch and a quarter or so, possibly some areas out toward the northwest could see as much as 2 inches of rain before all is said and done. Maybe a couple of thunderstorms can't be ruled out either. We start to see that unsettled weather coming in as we head into tomorrow night, and even as we go into our Wednesday. Here's a look at the extended forecast, and something we have not seen for quite some time, and that means the rain. We're going to have to deal with that. So again, any of the days this week going to the fair, take the umbrella with you. Hey, no reason not to go to the fair. Go to the fair in any kind of weather, fair weather or not. There you can see those numbers. Kind of cool, though, throughout the 7-day extended forecast. There's a lottery number 62 I should say, for the pick 2 numbers. The pick 3, 187. The pick 4, 5488. And the pick 5 numbers 43175. Treasure hunt numbers 6, 10, 13, 15, and 24. We'll be right back.
The Brass Buckle in Cunningham features a wide variety of Tex-Mex and modern Mexican food. Dine inside or outside on their beautiful patio. They also offer a private banquet room with seating up to 110 people. The Brass Buckle, 334 Main Street in Cunningham. Call 570-788-4145. Several positions are available at the Keystone Job Corps Center. Part-time CDL driving position, and in the cafeteria, full-time senior cook, full-time cook, and a part-time kitchen helper. Visit mtctrains.com to apply.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Well, Freedom Park in Butler Township will soon be adding new fields to its facility. Our Julie Stefanovich has the details.
A groundbreaking ceremony was held this afternoon at Freedom Park in Butler Township. Dignitaries, engineers, and supervisors were all on hand for the new expansion of the baseball fields.
We're here today to break ground on the new facility for the baseball fields for our kids, the children, for the community, to help them grow, and also the growth that we have here, we need more area to sustain them.
Funding for the project was made possible through DCNR grant money, State Representative Tara Toohill and Senator John Gordner's office. Plans for Phase 1 of the project are already underway.
Layout is there's going to be some girl softball fields. There's going to be some Little League fields. In the future, phase 2 is going to be, there's some more fields that are going to be put in. There's a large project. We're doing a little bit at a time. We're doing a phase 1 now, getting the infrastructure, getting the roads in, the stormwater, get our sewer in. So it's a start. It's a start in the right direction.
The facility is host to major sporting events and Little League games. Kissenweather said that the whole community will benefit from the expansion. Completion for Phase 1 is expected to be completed by the spring. In Butler Township for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Well, thanks, Julie. And WYLN is proud to announce that all 3 Hazleton mayoral candidates have agreed to participate in a live debate this October before the 2015 general election. The debate is between Hazleton Council President Jack Mundy, who is running on the Democratic ticket, Hazleton Councilmember Jeff Cassat, who is on the Republican ticket, and independent and political newcomer Scott Cahalan. The debate will take place at the Hazleton One Community Center on Wednesday, October 21st at 7 p.m. An after-show political discussion and debate analysis will immediately follow the live debate. WYLN's Tiffany Cloud, host of WYLN's The Storm and moderator of the debate, for the candidates, will also be asked questions by several members of the media, including myself. Again, WYLN will broadcast the live Hazleton mayoral debate Wednesday, October 21st at 7 p.m. Stay here for WYLN for more details as they become available. Coming up next, Eric DeBardinas is in with sports here in WYLN. Stay with us.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
Sports on WYLN is sponsored in part by Burger Family Dealerships, Harry's View Pullet, Fairway Chevrolet, Penn State Hazleton, Barber Ford, The Wire Guys, Tri-County Business Machines, Weatherwood Nursing, Hazel Park Quality Meats, John Diana Insurance, Mobility by Steven, Service Electric, Hazleton, S.J. Kowalski Plumbing and Heating, Coordinated Health, Grand Central, and Third Base Luncheonette.
Friday was probably the best night of high school football so far this year. We bring you highlights from 4 area games featuring 8 teams that have all spent time in our power rankings. We start with a Schuylkill County coaching legend aiming for a milestone as 3-0 Marion, trying to pick up career win number 300 for Stan DeCoste, going up against 1-2 North Schuylkill, but the Spartans strike first. Pat Gownley off the left side and the gymnastics routine into the end zone for a 6-0 first quarter advantage. Then linebacker Major Jordan, he'll be playing on Saturdays in the future, up the middle for the sack as the Colts struggle to get their offense going. Finally though, 45 seconds left in the half, Ethan Kaczynski with the bomb. Aaron D'Angelo better not drop that. He doesn't. Prances in for the 52-yard score, 7-6 Marion. But just 28 seconds later, Bobby Grigas airs it out. John Smith plucks it, falling to the ground, taking the air out of Marion Stadium. North Schuylkill up 12-7 at the half and goes on to win 26-7. Sticking in the Anthracite, the league's 2 best teams to this point, Blue Mountain at Lehighton, and you gotta love those mascot wars. And the Eagles gotta love having Mike Kalin ripping off a big chunk here. Then finishing what he started, Kalin hits the hole, high arms, high knees for 6. Blue Mountain is up, but Lehighton with a big answer from their big man on campus, Wyatt Clements, stays up and gets in 21 second quarter points for the Indians as Clements so generously hands the ball to a fan. And next, it's Tyler Can to Nick Chambers. The breadbasket connect, and Lehighton holds on 36-29, the final in that one. We now move to the Wyoming Valley Conference and its best rivalry, Valley West at Berwick. George Curry going for win 399 as the coach of the Dogs, used to coach at Valley West. And Berwick capitalizes early. The snap too high, that's where you just kick it out of bounds for the safety if you're the Spartans. They don't. Luke Fisher recovers and celebrates, but that's about the only celebration for Berwick all night. Later in the first quarter, Aaron Austin dumps it off to Devin Weidman, and Weidman does work, slips through defenders, and then showcases the speed down the sideline. Valley West proves who has the better all-around team and who is the best tight end in the conference. That's LJ Wisniewski. He's going to win almost every jump ball with that 6'3" frame. Gets it there. Spartans cruise to a 34-6 victory. And lastly, WYLN's game of the week, Hazleton hosting Williamsport. Adrian Otero making the home fans happy to start. Vision and then the strength, and the Cougars on the board first. But they'd struggle to stop the combo of Isaiah Hankins and Jared Reeves all night. Late first quarter, the two connect on a slant in the end zone for a tie ball game. Then Hankins, rocking the 22, runs the read option to perfection, untouched, into the end zone, and then with the Millionaires actually trailing 17-14, it's 4th and 33. Hankins launches it into triple coverage. Doesn't matter to Reeves. He goes up and gets what is his. Hankins and Reeves link up 7 times for 114 yards and 3 scores. And Williamsport winners 42-24. On Friday, the father of Penn State defensive tackle Anthony Zettel passed away after a battle with cancer. On Saturday, Zettel played one of the best games of his career, and today, Anthony was recognized as the Big Ten Co-Defensive Player of the Week after tallying 7 tackles, 2.5 for a loss, and a fumble recovery in the Nittany Lions' victory over San Diego State on Saturday. Stay tuned. Coming up, Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicapped accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
Tune in each week to WYLN TV 35 to watch the #1 Hazleton-based broadcasted television talk show, The Storm, hosted by Tiffany Cloud. Candidates, politicians, community leaders, and more appear on The Storm when they want to be heard. New shows air Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and these additional airtimes. Only on WYLN TV 35. We're your local network. Watch Off the Beaten Path on WYLN TV 35 and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed.
Well, it looks like as we progress through this week, there's going to be several chances of some rain in our forecast, and we're going to have to deal with some much cooler temperatures to contend with as well. We've been dealing with some mild days and some cool nights. Now we're going to be dealing with some cool nights and some cool days, and also we're going to have to deal with some rain, and a pretty good soaking rain, I think, will come into our area as we progress through tomorrow night, and even lasting into our Wednesday. And speaking of Wednesday, here's a look at the extended forecast brought to you by me. That gives you that forecast. There you can see for yourself. Oh, man, you know what? It's fall. It's going to feel like fall. We may not get out of the 50s for daytime highs, overnight lows in the 40s, and there's going to be some cool, very chilly nights. Temperatures dropping down into the 40s. See that, Gary? You never know what I'm going to say.
Well, if we have complaints, so we don't like the forecast, since it's brought to you by you.
File a complaint card. Yes, send them to me. Wonderful. I'm not saying, send whatever you want. I'm open to criticism.
I don't like it.
Constructive criticism is always good.
Football Friday is finally going to feel like football Friday.
Yeah, you know what? Definitely. But we've been lucky so far. Knock on wood.
Well, that and, of course, the fair is going on this week. So, and I know some of that rain in the forecast I don't like because, people are going out to the fair.
Hey,
but
just take the umbrella.
Take the umbrella. Hey,
sure.
You'll still go no matter what to get that
absolutely.
fried Oreos or whatever, right?
Never been.
Oh, we got to get you to the
I'm still
fair.
a newcomer, so yeah, I got to go.
We go to the fair. All right. That does it for us,
man.
everyone. Have a great night. We'll see you later.